for you today, starting from the pole position, but your competition in the championship is going to be starting right alongside you here. So if you can kind of talk about the outlook for today and qualifying in the weather.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's always hard to start, on points and the track. I think if we were at a typical road course, it wouldn't have been much of an issue with this amount of rain. But street courses, as everybody knows, seem to puddle a lot. And I think we would have got through Q1, probably crashed a few cars, and then cancelled Q2. And that's kind of a frustrating way to go about it. So points. I think obviously we probably would have liked to qualify. It seems like Elio is struggling a little bit more this weekend, so if we could have had that separation on the grid, would have been nice, similar to yesterday. But it is what it is, and hopefully we can have a clean start. I think with the field kind of mixed up, okay, I know it's off points, but I think people's speeds throughout this weekend are different than how the points have lined up. So it should make for a really good race, a really interesting one, and hopefully it clears and makes for a good day's racing. It's definitely a lot cooler, and it looks like this rain's going to push through, and hopefully, I'm not sure the start will be completely dry, but it should be pretty close, hopefully.
After a pretty physically demanding race yesterday, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, not bad at all. I think when you have situations where the car's decent, the tracks, you get pretty much no rest here. Even when you get, the mics on the radio telling me to change mixtures, it takes 3 or 4 corners to get the mixture changed because your hands are full, even on the straight. So, it is a demanding circuit. I think a lot of people were feeling it yesterday, and with the heat as well. So I think today should be a little nicer, bit cooler, and we'll just have to see how it plays out. But I think Dario and myself, I haven't really spoken to too many others, but I think we're all good and all set for today.
Great. We'll go ahead and open it for questions for Scott. Questions?
What do you think the rain's going to do to the track? Do you think it's already washed away all the rubber you're going to put down?
I don't know. I never really. I think when you have like a month of rain, it actually gets rid of the rubber. But I think when it dries out, there'll still be a fair amount of rubber down there. How much sort of debris it moves around, maybe with dirt and stuff being on the track. I think it definitely make some differences. I don't think it's going to be at the high peak of grip that we had maybe at the end of the race, but it's definitely going to be better than say what Friday was. We'll get to that bridge when we arrive. But I think the track should be in good shape.
With the track drying out, what are going to be more spots in the wet if it's not completely dry?
The problem, like when I went around this morning, was looking at the high-speed corners and even the straights. That's kind of the issue where you have standing water, and Firestone do a great job with the tires, but it's hard to compromise a wet tire that also needs to be somewhat an intermediate as well. They're pretty hard. They don't have big tread depth. So they're more of an intermediate opposed to a wet. I think if you had a really good wet, you could probably run, this morning maybe. But I think the trouble spots were sort of exit of 5, approach to 6, 7 was really bad, turn 10 was really bad, the front straight, entry to 2, exit of 4. So there was a ton of spots with standing water.
Any other questions for Scott? Go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.